各位師姐朋友，大家好。呢一個咧係一個 warm welcome 啊，雖然咧就lucky 咗少少，但係咧我覺得好代表咗我哋今日喺呢一度每一個人嘅 identity， 即係我哋嘅身份。又有we have English media here, hello, and we have Mandarin media from 相傳有夢啊，仲有咧有好多唔同嘅記者朋友喺度嘅，都多謝你哋今日嘅嚟臨。我個名係 Kitty， 咁我係呢一度嘅義工嚟嘅，都係我哋今日嘅少少嘅主持。歡迎大家嚟到咧 Across U Hub 今次相傳有夢 Living the Dream 支持華裔青年創作籌款音樂會嘅新聞發佈會嚇。就welcome everybody to the press conference of Living the Dream. It is to support Chinese songwriters, especially the young ones, and we're going to have a lot on the agenda tonight. 咁我哋在座咁多位咧，除咗記者朋友之外咧，我哋有一班好多年青嘅義工喺度，都等咗好耐㗎啦。因為 Cross 咧每一次搞press conference 記者招待會咧，都係喺夏天，因為我哋嘅暑期計劃咧係我哋嘅主打嚟。但係今次咧會喺冬天2月24同埋25號下年咧就會搞一個節目。咁呢個係咩嚟嘅咧？仲係一個音樂劇院添，係咪？那大家都知道我們的 Across U Hub 裡面。大部分的活動就是在暑假的時候，就是在 summer 夏天。那夏天的時候，就是我們青年人這裡放假啦，什麼或者 out of town 讀書的朋友都會來在這邊。那今天我們要宣布 to promote 的音樂會就是相傳有夢，我真係唔識講啦，呢個國語，相傳有夢，係咪？我能講。那現在一個音樂會，那一個不是在戶外的，在戶內裡面的舉行。那不如現在我們就有請我們的 Across U Hub 行政總監 Across U Hub Nicole Wong 同大家講一下今日嘅節目好嗎？
Hi, welcome everybody. Oh, I can see many old friends from the media. Thank you very much for your coming today. Yeah, once again, I would like to take a few minutes, 1 or 2 minutes, I won't make it long, to tell you about the work of Across. Across is a charitable, community-based organization based on Christian faith. We dedicate to serve Chinese Canadians. We see the importance of to develop young people with a sense of belonging and the leadership qualities. Offer trainings, training focus on their creativity capacity, you will tell later on in this program, and then discernment ability and also communication skills. Facilitate the integrations to multi-ethnicity society is very important. We can see what Kitty have shown us just a few minutes ago. Yeah, we are learning. It's not so easy to speak in all different languages, but our cultures, our process of growing is the same. So yeah, it is our accents too. We emphasize on holistic education, focusing on young people's social and emotional and spiritual growth. It is very important, particularly for Chinese. Many research have already proved that the young people, particularly in Chinese, will find a bit difficult in creativity, how to interact with people's presentations and self-confidence. So we focus on all this area. We wish to provide programs to educate, to help young people in this aspect. We emphasize what is the platform, what's the format that we usually use. My young people can tell you a lot. Mentoring approach is one of our actions. All the programs that we have is guided and advised by mentors, and also the peer support is one of our actions too. Again, for the young people from a Chinese family, they are smaller families, they have not many brothers and sisters, so peer support make their life difference. And we also, as what Kitty has said, we have programs in summer on cultural explore, camp, etc. And we also help the young people to care the city. So And on the other hand, we help the young people to understand what happened in our cities. So in coming months, we'll have some city caring programs that will carry on. Okay, well, back to the concept that we are going to share to you today. It is called 相傳有夢, living the dream. Start from the name. Even though the name, the logos, everything in the poster were done by the young people. So same, the whole concept is a platform for young people to train them, be serious, and go for the ideas of tracing or living out the dream. For younger generation today, we may think that what is dream about? What dreams means to them? Right? Some young people tell me that, okay, no, it is for oldies. Dreams is an old term. We don't talk about dreams today. For me, I think no. Everybody have a dream. We need to pursue a dream. And the dream is not only for one person. Some of them are, but some of them are not. It is, we need to spread out the idea of the dream, so we use the name 相傳. In Chinese is 代代相傳, generations after generations. And also, we believe the dream as if the dream without actions, it is only a dream. But with action, you make a difference. So through this concept, we would like to really actualize the idea of the dream. And I wish I invite all the parents, the people from the community, support our young people to pursue the dream that they have in their mind in these generations. 相傳有夢就係咁樣嚟㗎啦。咁你問我點解要相傳呢？第一個字我記得嘅咧就係代代相傳。我希望咧夢想咧係可以一代傳一代。另一樣嘢咧，我就好希望話俾我哋嘅年青人聽咧。如果我哋個夢想只係流傳喺相傳裏邊，即係以前嘅人講俾我聽嘅咧，咁佢就只係一個夢想，唔能夠實現。咁我好希望咧，透過呢一個嘅 concept 咧，係可以話到俾我哋嘅年青人聽，只要佢哋有一個信心，有一個群體嘅力量，亦都係有一個好認真嘅去面對夢想係可以實現嘅。咁咧，我唔阻大家時間，我就將以下落嚟咧，我就介紹我哋其中嘅一首嘅作品。其實咧，我哋喺呢個城市裏邊咧，我哋有好多嘅年輕人咧，佢哋有好多 voices 想講嘅。咁呢首歌咧就叫 Three Voices。咁我哋睇少少個片段，然之後咧我就請呢個作者佢講下俾我哋聽，點解佢會寫呢首歌？其實呢首歌背後係乜嘢？我哋仲有一個特點，我哋所有歌除咗原創之後咧，我哋背後都有啲故事嘅。今日請嚟兩個，咁啊請阿 John 一陣間就會同我哋去分享。咁我首先睇一個短片先。
And you were crossing into this foreign land.
啲香港人去朋友嘅時候咧，咁佢又覺得其實你又唔係真係太香港。And then when I hang out with my Canadian friends, they'll be like, well, you're speaking English with a Hong Kong accent. And then on the other hand, 如果我用一啲好爛嘅國語啦，用國語跟他講的時候，他說啊，你的國語是在香港學的，還是台灣學的？我都跟他說，通通都不是，是我從一個就是香港人 run 的一個台灣學校學。咁我覺得我哋喺呢一個 Toronto 呢個城市就係咁 unique， 係呢一個我哋好多 voices 咧，好多即係身邊咧發生嘅事咧，我哋都冇係成日去 address 即係我哋呢啲係咁㗎啦咁樣。咁啊 John 咧就將呢啲種種我哋好多好纏繞啊，好多矛盾咧，就寫咗喺隻呢一歌嗰度。咁不如我哋請 John 講下佢啲。
First of all, I'd like to thank Yuhub for allowing me to write a song to reach out to Canadian-born Chinese. So I was born here and I was raised in Canada. And in fact, most of my upbringing was I grew up in Ottawa, so it wasn't really a culturally rich and diverse city like Toronto. There weren't so many Chinese people and Chinese places around. And when I reached high school, I moved down to Toronto, and I experienced more or less a culture shock. First of all, when I grew up in Ottawa, my experiences, I'm ethnic Chinese. I hang around a bunch of Caucasian friends, and I felt, I blended right in. However, when I moved to Toronto, since due to cultural diversity, I realized I don't have to hang around Caucasians anymore. There's a bunch of, Chinese people. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just hang around Chinese folks then. But as I started hanging around Chinese people, I realized that even amongst the Chinese, the culture is very diverse. First of all, there were the Canadian-born Chinese, and consequently there were the overseas immigrants that are coming over. Since I was fluent in both languages, I eventually had to make a choice whether I want to, hang out more with my FOB friends, as they would call it, or CBC friends. And just say, on particular occasions, sometimes they both have a party during Christmas. Like it's Christmas time, they're both gonna have parties. So, and it happens to both be on a Saturday night at at the same plaza, and one goes to karaoke, one goes to a bar. I don't know. And so it breaks down to a decision which group I want to hang out with. But then when I hang out with the FOBs, back then when I was in high school, FOBs, they wore tight clothes and tight pants. I still remember wearing tight clothes and tight pants. Meanwhile, my CBC friends, they were all wearing, baggy hip hop clothes, you know what I'm saying? So eventually, it broke down to a choice. If I wore tight clothes around my CBC friends, they would be like, yo man, how you fit in those, right? But if I wore, baggy clothes around my Hong Kong friends, they'll be like, yo, why are you trying to be black? So this song is actually, I talked about aesthetic presentation in this song. The way you dress your clothes, the way you style. It really reflects how people perceive you, and so it actually is a struggle within myself when I had to choose which party I want to go with, right? So basically, this experience of mine is still ongoing today. Fortunately, now that the Chinese and CBC, the FOB and the CBC culture, as I would refer in Toronto, the dialogue has become a lot more rich. That acceptance and tolerance has been, it has gradually developed over these years. Right now, I'm happy to go. Like right now, I'm a high school teacher. I go into high schools. I'm glad to see that the FOBs and CBCs. There's no longer so much of a difference between them. You can see CBCs listening to FOB music and FOB, listening to rap. It's pretty crazy nowadays. I don't know, it's almost a culture shock for me. But how do I see the future of the Chinese community in Toronto? Well, I believe that the Chinese community in Toronto, since it's almost like when you put a bunch of people together, in order to identify themselves, they have to identify the other people who are not themselves. I study history, and this is what we all talk about. Like, we hold our coffee mugs, and that's all we talk about. And so I realized that as time goes on, the Chinese community in Toronto, at least the overseas one, only started in the early 90s, late 80s, early 90s. And this dialogue has only actually been going on for 15 to 20 years. And as time goes on, and the world market changes, the world platform changes, China's opening up, and a lot of the media, such as internet and whatnot, culture is going to be very different for the next generation. And I'm glad that Across Europe is reaching out to them, and that let's hope that there will be that tolerance and equality and equal opportunity would be presented and available for the next generation.
Desmond 頭先佢叫我咧咁樣介紹佢嘅，佢話有兩位年青嘅嘉賓喺度啊，我哋請咗靚仔嗰啲咧，嗰位咧就係 Desmond 啦。咁Desmond 我點識佢咧？其實係2003年，即係3年前嘅啦。有一個咧原創音樂比賽，都係Across Europe咧舉辦嘅。咁嗰陣時我識佢，咁佢作咗一首歌就叫做《無家寶》。不如我就唔好多講啦，請個咁靚仔嘅人出嚟傾下。
So I'm going to go bilingual Chinglish, as some call it. First, I'm going to talk about the concert that we're going to have in February. What you guys see from us as singers, you think we only like practice doing just for the performance on that day, but actually behind that, we have a lot of recordings for the CD and other stuff. And during the whole process, which costs a lot of time, sometimes we go till like 4 a.m. in the morning. And there's still the volunteers such as what we call Goma and Goba. I don't know how to say that in English. Yeah. Taking care of the singers, me, and including Aaron, Anthony, Alex, and Helen. And they actually spend a lot of time, like, Jiwgung all day, and then take care of our food, sometimes our hair too, because,
No.
And so it really showed the mentorship support and peer-to-peer support, because sometimes, like, among the singers, we'll just call up to each other and say, well, let's karaoke, let's practice singing. So we tend to help each other in that way. And talk about the song Mo Ga Bo. In English it's called Precious Treasure. This song I composed it when I entered the contest in 2003. The contest was called Rich the Enrichable. And when I first got, like, there's actually a theme to the whole competition. So at the beginning, I was like, what is Rich the Enrichable? And then after going to a meeting organized by the Cross, Nicole talked to us about like what you treasure in life, but sometimes you forget it because it's by your side already. And quickly, I thought of 3 things: love, as in relationship love. Second one was family, and third one was God. And this song is for my family, Mo Ga Bo, because I wrote about how my parents treated me like normally, but in a way I haven't done anything in return to them, especially in communication-wise. So that's why I composed this song, because I cannot go out to my parents and say I love you. Because I think it's kind of a Chinese culture thing where you don't say that kind of stuff, but it's like you know it in your heart or something like that. So I wanted to show my love for them throughout the song. And as you know, I'm not a good speaker, so I'm gonna sing you the song.
Living the dream。咁我哋有幾個唔同嘅 features 嘅。第一就係當然係本地創作啦，我哋有本土嘅年青人去創作。咁我哋係鼓勵咧年青人利用創作同埋音樂咧去表達自己。咁呢一個係佢哋一個 common platform 嚟嘅。 So using music as a common platform, just to express themselves. They may not be able to express it in words, I love you, but they are able to sing it. 可以唱出嚟嘅。第二，實戰嘅平台。咁我哋咧喺前邊啦，就有兩位嘉賓，即係阿 John 同埋阿 Desmond，好似係主角。但係其實咧，你見到我哋後邊有好多唔同嘅，有 AV 嘅 reception table， 頭先講解嘅阿 Sir， 呢一啲全部都係 Across U Hub 裡面嘅主角。咁我哋每一次嘅節目咧，每一次我哋搞 function 都係啦。每一個 volunteer 嚟到咧，都有唔同嘅 talent， 佢哋有唔同嘅佢哋叻嘅或者想學嘅嘢。咁我哋每一個唔同嘅 volunteer 喺佢哋嘅崗位都係盡佢哋嘅力，好認真咁樣去做。咁我哋成日都話，我哋咁樣同你好大膽咁樣講一句，雖然我哋唔係好專業，但係咧我哋好認真嘅，係嘛？ So even though we may not be professionals, but we will try and do our best in this concert. And everyone here is our focus, not only the ones that are on stage, but every single part, being an usher, a receptionist, or the ones that are explaining while you're on the way in, explaining what Across U Hub is. 第三，咁呢個咧好多媽咪爹哋咧都好喜歡嘅，就係兩代嘅溝通。有好多時候咧我哋啲爸爸媽媽都話都唔知點樣同我哋嘅仔仔女女講嘢係嘛 ？You don't know what is the best way to communicate with your young children, especially when they're teenagers, university, and maybe young career. 咁喺呢一個咁即係我哋有個 cultural shock 啦。咁我覺得唔係淨係年青人，有好多我哋嘅父母咧都係好想去清楚究竟我哋而家年青人心底去諗定啲乜嘢嘅。咁兩代溝通亦都係我哋其中一個 concert 嘅 focus。咁呢個 feature 有啲咩咧？呢個特點就係我哋有一 part 咧，就係會有會唱翻啲爹哋媽咪嗰陣時喜歡嘅歌。咁由佢哋呢個夢想就講翻俾我哋聽，究竟佢哋小時候，即係佢哋好年青嘅時候，佢哋嘅夢想到而家係即係發生係點樣嘅咧？佢哋有冇去 living the dream 咧？咁可唔可以俾到一啲鼓勵我哋今年即係而家嘅年青人，輪到佢哋都可以用爸爸媽媽以前嘅方法去 live out 佢哋嘅 dream 咧？There will be an exchange of experiences from the parental level to the young level. Again, through music. 利用歌去做呢樣嘢 exchange and how they would live out the dream and how they can recommend to our young people today, all of us that are helping out today and living out the dream. 相傳有夢。咁咧，我講咗好耐啦。其實我哋頭先講咗啦，就唔係淨止我哋今日嘅嘉賓或者今日嚟到咁多個 volunteers 嘅，有好多咧其實喺錄音宣傳咧都已經係做緊嘢㗎啦。就算係 art team logo design 我哋有一個短片咧，就係剪輯咗少少花絮，都希望可以大家睇一睇，3分鐘嘅啫。There will be another short clip. This will be the last clip of today's press conference. It will talk about a little bit more about what other teams are involved in this concert, including our team, the audiovisual team, the production team, marketing team, and lastly, of course, we have the artists. So let's give the time to the 3-minute video. Across U Hub 嘅相傳有夢 Living the Dream 支持華裔青年創作籌款音樂會 Sharing the Vision of Across U Hub Fundraising Concert。地址喺邊度咧？會喺大多倫多中華文化中心何柏超劇院，係個新起嘅劇院。咁呢一個劇院嘅頭先有少少嘅花絮啦，咁我哋都有好多 visit 啦，都會有頭前幕後都有好多唔同嘅工作咧，而家係做緊㗎啦，會喺2月24同埋25號2007年嗰度舉行嘅，係禮拜六同埋禮拜日。禮拜六晚24號咧就7點半，禮拜25號禮拜日嘅係下晝3點半嘅。票價咧係分 VIP 門票100蚊，跟住75、50同埋25蚊。呢個係籌款晚會啦，所以都係會有退稅收據嘅。So just to repeat the info in English, it's going to be in the PC Hall Theatre of the Chinese Cultural Centre of Greater Toronto. And it's going to be on February the 24th at 7:30 p.m., February 25th at 3:30 p.m. and it's all in 2007. The prices includes VIP tickets $100 and there is $75, $50, and $25. All donations receipts will be issued, and just have to look at the fine prints. 有幾個方法咧係可以去買飛嘅。其實今日呢個發佈會最緊要嘅咧就係同大家講，由今日開始，如果你係已經係好想嚟我哋呢一個音樂會嘅話咧，有優先訂票㗎啦。So today will be the day that the pre-order, the advance ticket pre-order will start, and it will be starting today until January the 5th of 2007。由而家即日起至到1月5號咧就係優先訂票嘅。咁意思就即係咧1月8號咧就係會係公開發售。咁到時我哋會最後資料㗎啦，公開發售嘅時候。咁呢一個優先訂票係咩意思咧？就係喺 Approach Hub 咧，你先至可以訂票嘅。咁有幾個方法，你可以傳真嗰個 pre-order form 嚟啦，咁喺你個 press 已經見到嘅。可以郵寄嘅方法啦，亦都可以電郵啦。咁你電郵係點樣咧？你嗰種 attachment 咧，你可以喺我哋個 web page 嗰度 download 呢一個 file 嘅。咁個 web page 就係 www.approachyouhub.com。咁新鮮滾熱辣我哋嘅義工咧，今朝早6點鐘係 upload 好，都好努力嘅。另外第4個方法咧就係親身交個 form 同埋你嘅cash 啦或者 check 咧，就係嚟到我哋呢一度 Approach You Hub。So there are a couple methods to perform the advance ticket pre-order. You can fax in the pre-order form. You can also mail it. You can also email it. All of the information will be on our website at www.approachyouhub.com, and you can also hand in pre-order form and your cash or check to Approach You Hub during business hours, and our business hours is from 10 to 6 Monday to Friday.
咁我唔知道對你哋嚟講有啲咩嘅感受啦，不過我真係好誠意咁話俾你聽咧，今日我哋只係 show 到一個好少少嘅故事，喺我在座當中咧，每一個年輕人都有故事。我時時都講，it took a village to raise the one generations。所以我好希望即係請各位傳媒嘅朋友咧，係幫我哋喺唔同嘅角度都俾一啲支持我哋嘅年輕人。其實我哋嘅年輕人係值得我哋驕傲嘅，佢哋有好多佢哋好認真嘅一面。喺我哋嘅社會裏邊咧，好多時候我哋都係有時特別係做新聞嘅咧，我哋就會比較係好集中有一個嘅唔好嘅消息咧，我哋就好多人都好震驚。但係其實我哋有好多好嘅消息咧，都係好值得我哋震驚嘅。咁我諗我哋今日嘅年輕人咧，就係做緊呢一樣嘢。我希望即係每位傳媒嘅朋友都幫我哋，同我哋一齊去 raise 呢個 younger generations。創作咧，我哋係 Across 嘅其中一樣嘢。咁我哋咧就唔係話每一個嘅音樂人，我哋要籌幾多錢。我哋希望呢個行動本身係鼓勵到年輕人咧，佢哋係有一個好重點咧喺邊度咧？係佢哋有 message 㗎。而且嗰啲 message 亦都唔係淨係一個宗教上面嘅 message， 係一個佢哋成長嘅 message， 係我哋好重視嘅一個嘅目標。咁所籌得嘅款項咧，其實大家都睇到啦。我哋所謂 nurture 一個嘅創作人咧，唔係淨係一個人嘅身上。頭先 Desmond 都講佢做一個錄一個音淨係錄音嘅階段裏邊咧，你都睇到有好多人喺背後去做。咁所以如果你即係去問一個創作人嗰個嘅經費咧，我哋唔係一個獨特咁樣去為一個創作人去籌款，而係為一個整個行動。我哋好鼓勵嘅年輕人咧，佢哋有佢哋自己嘅創作，呢個都係 Approach 一直都做嘅。我哋希望佢哋有各方面嘅創作，不過我哋俾一個好好嘅平台佢。咁所有嘅經費咧係可以係喺我哋嘅 program 裏邊，因為我哋喺咁多年裏邊咧，我哋組織咗好多或者係訓練咗好多嘅青年領袖。咁我哋係而家係幾 ready 咧，係再進多步，希望有多啲嘅人受惠喺我哋嘅活動裏邊，係更多唔同嘅創作咧，都係因為我哋嘅活動咧係能夠發揮到出嚟。咁所以咧，我哋嘅籌款咧，我哋希望喺呢一個嘅籌款裏邊咧，我哋係可以籌到5萬蚊，比較咧係集中喺鼓勵年輕人創作嗰方面。咁賣點方面啊，即係頭先我 Kitty 頭先都講咗好多啦。咁我希望咧我覺得咧人嘅故事就最好嘅賣點。其實我哋嘅年輕人咧喺佢哋嘅成長掙扎，譬如好似阿 John 講啦，佢係土生嘅，佢對兩個語言啊文化都唔係一個好大嘅，睇起上嚟唔係好大嘅一個嘅困難。 但原來佢實際生活咧係遭受到好大困難。其實有一個故事阿 John 咧就都冇講到，喺3年前咧佢係唔敢用呢個名咧去講俾大家聽佢寫嘅呢首歌。咁一陣大家你可以問下佢用個咩名啦。咁點解咧？係因為佢覺得咧即係如果個人佢唔係驚個社區係點樣睇佢一個身份，佢好驚佢身邊嘅朋友點樣睇佢。咁我諗朋友咧對年輕人好緊要。呢個信息咧，我希望能夠傳遞到俾我哋嘅父母聽。喺我嘅接觸裏邊咧，好多個父母咧都係話俾我聽，唔知我哋嘅細蚊仔識一啲咩朋友，又唔知道佢而家學緊一啲乜嘢。咁我諗呢個音樂會咧有一個最好嘅一個平台咧，係真係讓細蚊仔從佢哋嘅角度咧去成長嘅角度講俾我哋嘅父母聽佢嘅掙扎，同埋佢認真㗎免得咧我哋嘅父母咧時時就好擔心，佢成日匿埋喺房做咩嘅咧，佢上網做咩嘅咧，佢出去見啲咩朋友咧，佢講一啲咩話咧等等。我諗呢個係好重要嘅，我哋希望咧係透過呢個音樂會咧係俾到我哋嘅父母去明白我哋嘅年輕人多啲。我哋嘅音樂會咧就係2個鐘頭嘅預計，咁我哋嘅歌曲咧係原創嘅歌曲咧係大約係12首到。咁我哋嗰個嘅咁當然啦，頭先阿 Kitty 都提過啦。咁我哋都請嚟一啲父母咧，佢哋都組織一啲樂隊咧，就唱佢哋嘅歌，咁就都係唱一啲大家熟悉嘅歌。咁我希望咧，其實啲歌咧其實一個過程都好有趣㗎。當我啲年青人咧聽翻我哋父母原來聽呢啲歌嗰陣時候咧，明白佢哋嘅父母多咗。咁至於預先購票嗰個優惠就真係
預先購票嗰度咧，如果係有啲即係錢銀上或者係一啲 discount 嘅優惠咧，係冇嘅。咁但係咧，我哋會 make sure 咧係 best seats available。咁我哋係喺Across Hub 嗰度咧係做一個統籌，就係話喺呢啲門券未分發出去出邊嗰個社區去買嗰陣時候咧，係集中咁即係 make sure 咧你個位咧係真係最好㗎啦，喺呢個 pre-order 時候。
我想問一問咧，你話呢個係支持華裔青年創作籌款音樂會啊，咁而籌到嗰5萬蚊係純粹係用響即係年青人創作方面咧，定係 support 翻本身 Across Hub 嘅 operation 咧咁？
兩樣都有嚇。咁基本上咧，我哋創作係我哋其中嘅一個重點。一個重點咧，就係鼓勵我哋年輕人嘅創作。第二個重點咧，就幫助佢哋有判斷能力。第三個咧，就係幫助佢哋有人際關係嘅溝通嘅能力。
係啊，親切少少 ，same to you， 親切少少。係 ，OK，that's good， 好，非常之好。再埋少少，遮咗個夢字，你撩埋少少，低少少。係啦 ，OK，呢度唔該。Yeah, that's good. Okay, 嚟多個 and that's good. Last one. 1, 2, 3, and.
好吧。
OK，大家俾笑容。好。
咁講到其實我對 Across 嘅感覺咧，其實一開始就好驚入 Across 嘅，因為 Across 咧有好多唔同嘅年青人啦。咁我本身個人咧，即係睇到好似好中意傾偈啦，但其實我唔係咁樣嘅一個人。但入到嚟之後，發覺其實呢度啲人真係好熱情咯，同埋真係有好多嘢學，同埋大家都唔介意將自己所學到嘅、所認識嘅都介紹俾大家認識。同埋咧喺裏面咧覺得好溫馨㗎，即係大家都好似朋友咁樣啦。咁入到嚟咧，我記得一個曾經 volunteer 講過話，我哋唔係即係去 Across 咯，其實我哋真係翻 Across 咯。咁事實上其實我都覺得有種感覺就係翻 Across，即係 Across 唔會逼一個人做義工，亦都唔即係冇逼過做義工，但係我會好自然留低，因為咧 Across 俾到一個好溫馨嘅感覺我啦，同埋佢有教識我好多嘢。Across 做咗3年，我都會繼續去嘅。
其實我係啱啱先入嚟 Across 㗎。我入嚟嘅原因其實係因為我個 friend 同我講話有一個好有意義嘅 volunteer 嘅 community 啦。咁佢要我嚟睇下，要嚟聽下嘅。咁第一次係其實我好驚啦，都唔識人，係有人特登上到去 Finch 聽我哋咯。其實嗰陣時已經好感動，因為嗰陣時有 traffic jam， 跟住又好忙，跟住又啱啱落工又特登趕過嚟聽我哋，跟住一直開到夜晚12點鐘，但係個個都好似好有心咁，慢慢去篩每個人邊個送邊個翻去，即係覺得喺呢度可以照顧到人，唔俾人照顧咯。個感覺就覺得好似真係好似一個 family 咁好溫馨咯。琴日嗰個有另外一個 friend 佢車我翻屋企嗰陣時咧，我係見到佢成袋入邊全部都係啲卡啲禮物跟住佢話係要派俾佢 cross 嘅。跟住我睇完之後，其實我真係淨係見過佢2次面咯，但係覺得好感動啊！即係冇諗過一個人可以咁樣為我哋啦，咁樣錫我哋，即係喺一個節日，仲特登寫好多張卡，一張慢慢寫，每個人嘅都唔同，跟住仲包埋份禮物，我覺得成個感覺就覺得好似個心好暖啊！同埋今次個concert 咧，我覺得真係好有意義咯！我第一次聽無教譜嗰陣時，其實我有啲甩雞皮嘅，我冇諗到一個男仔把聲可以咁好同埋唱得咁好聽，所以希望大家支持啦！
其實我喺度有咩感覺？2個字好玩咯。咁但係佢唔係淨係玩咯，玩之中佢又可以慢慢咁學習，佢唔好似做功課咁叫你填方你做咗幾多咁，佢係真係越學習越唔同咯。咁跟住慢慢佢又唔會逼你，啲人又好友善，咁然後你就可以慢慢學到啲嘢，好玩㗎。
咁我 join 咗個 course 都有5個月嘅時間啦。雖然我就即係好新啦，但係因為佢哋有好多 event，咁我都好中意啦。咁我就即係都會成日翻嚟，即係好似當咗個 course 係即係當咗個 course 係我哋屋企咁咯。即係我哋唔會話嚟個 course，我哋會話翻個 course 咯。咁同埋即係嗰首無價寶嗰首歌咧，即係對我好大 impact 咯。因為真係真係啱 Desmond 所講嘅，我哋真係即係有時唔識同我同我爹哋媽咪溝通啊，即係我哋唔會即係同佢講話我哋。即係我哋笠佢哋啊！即係講得好似好肉麻，但係呢首歌即係我哋會會諗翻下，即係平時我哋媽咪做即係為我哋做嗰啲嘢，我哋都以為係即係好似好for granted 咁咯，咁係咯。
咁頭先大家聽咁多年青人去講啦，我諗同樣地即係呢個都係我嘅心聲咯。我初 join 嘅時候我都好似佢哋咁，好多人去 take care 我哋，好多 train 我哋。咁但係我覺得而家即係都可以嘅時候係一個 platform，我諗俾翻啲年青人咧，佢哋去嘗試啦。我諗頭先佢哋全部都係一手一腳去 prepare 呢個新文化報會啦，同埋喺個 concert 入邊咧都係佢哋一齊去 prepare 所有嘅 stage work 啦，所有嘅program 啦，全部都係佢一手一腳去做嘅時候，咁呢一樣嘢係 touch 我哋都覺得多謝 Across 有呢個 platform 俾我哋咯。